Erev Shabbat Shalom, everyone. My name is Rav E or Rav Ebrahimoff, Director of Education for the UK Rabbi Sacks Legacy. I am absolutely delighted and honored to be joining you on this very special Shabbat Parashat Tissa, where we have so many interesting topics. I don't actually know where to start. But just before I start, the most interesting topic is where you're watching from. So if you'd like to say hello on the chat, tell us where you're watching from, wish everyone Shabbat Shalom. I will do my best to mention your comment and to wish everyone Shabbat Shalom from you. Parashat Tissa starts with a contribution of the half a shekel, teaching us that no matter how much we contribute, we can only be half a shekel. We can only do half the job. Who does the other half? It's the receiver. The receiver is really important. The charity or the person receiving our half a shekel is a very important person or a very important charity organization. The reason this is because without having the poor people asking for the tzedakah, without having all those charitable organizations asking us to contribute, we would not be able to do the mitzvah of tzedakah. That's what makes those organizations so very important. A very good opportunity here to thank all those wonderful people that are working for charities. So many of them are with us today. So let's just start by saying some Shabbat Shalom before we move on to the next topic. To Shabbat Shalom to Lorraine, Shabbat Shalom to everyone from Milton Keynes. Lovely to see you here, Lorraine. From Lorraine and Philip, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to Joe Rowley. And Shabbat Shalom to everyone in South Wales from the Rowley family. Beautiful place to be in. Beautiful place to bring in Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom to Kayla, who's saying good Shabbos to everyone from South London. Shabbat Shalom to Stephen Wolfin, who's saying Shabbat Shalom to everyone from Chigwell. And Shabbat Shalom to Gail, who is with us from Richmond. Keep the comments going. We'd love to say Shabbat Shalom to everyone, just as Gail has done from Richmond. So let's move on to the next topic in the parasha. We then come across Shabbat. And the pasuk starts by saying, V'shameru b'nei Yisrael to Shabbat. Now, lishmor we know means to keep. And the Torah tells us to keep Shabbat. However, the word shamar, to keep, also comes along elsewhere in the Torah. When Joseph was having all those funny dreams, it says that the brothers were concerned. They were upset. They didn't like his dreams. Ve'aviv, his father, Jacob, shamar et hadavar. What does it mean that Jacob kept his dream? Rashi explains that Jacob was waiting with anticipation for the dream to be fulfilled because he knew that it was more than a dream. And that's how we wait with great anticipation for the Shabbat to come. We wait with great anticipation to experience that extra neshama, that additional soul, to experience the holiness of Shabbat. And then the most, I would say, prominent topic on our Pasha is Chet HaEgel, the golden calf. Just before I focus on the golden calf, we have a few golden members here who have written in to say Shabbat Shalom. To Sandra Pollin, Shabbat Shalom to all from Elstree. Shabbat Shalom to Eric Chevet. Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi Cobi, says Erica. Lovely to see you here on the program. And indeed, it is a shalom, which is a united word, says Erica very, very beautifully. And as we all are united by Kabbalat Shabbat, so Shabbat Shalom to the Chevet family who are watching from Brazil, who would believe it. To Nadine, who is saying Shabbat Shalom from Jersey. A huge thank you to you, Nadine, and a huge, huge, peaceful days ahead. A huge shalom to Chris as well. Lovely to have you here, and hope that the Woodwards family continue to celebrate Smachot and celebrate Shabbat. To Anthony Weinberg, Shabbat Shalom from Hendon, not far from here. To Robin Abrahams in Newbury Park, Shabbat Shalom to who? To you. Shabbat Shalom to Peter Bafus, Shabbat Shalom from rainy Wiltshire. And to Ray, Shabbat Shalom to Ray and family who are in from you. So as I was saying, the golden calf comes as a bit of a surprise to Moshe Rabbeinu. And here's what's really interesting. When Moshe Rabbeinu is descending from the mountain, descending from Har Sinai, the Torah suddenly pauses and tells us a little bit about these two very special tablets. What does the Torah tell us? The Torah tells us that as Moshe Rabbeinu was descending, he is holding the tablets who are written on both sides. That was a miracle. It was miraculous that you could read the tablets from either side and it read the same way. And it also says that the tablets were inscribed by God. They were God's handwork. And the script was the script of God, engraved on the tablets. Given that these tablets are just about to be smashed to cinders, what is the point telling us just how special they were? Why does the Torah need to tell us how special these tablets were just two pesukim before Moshe comes to the bottom of the mountain, descends from the mountain, and breaks the tablets when he sees the golden calf? Explains Rabbi Moshe ben Nachman the Ramban that when we do a mitzvah, we elevate the world. We don't only elevate ourselves, we don't only strengthen our spiritual side, our neshama, we elevate the entire world with us. And when we sin, when we do an avera, when we do something wrong, we downgrade the entire world. We derogate the entire world. We take the entire world down with us. When Moshe Rabbeinu was at the top of the mountain, before he saw the golden calf, before the luchot, before the tablets themselves saw the golden calf, they were still inscribed by God. And as the Jewish people start dancing around the golden calf, Moshe Rabbeinu descends from the mountain. When the tablets themselves see the sin, they are downgraded. They are no longer inscribed by God. The Midrash tells us that the letters went flying in the air back to heaven, and those meaningful tablets, the most meaningful item in the world, suddenly becomes meaningless. And Moshe has no reason to hold those two stones anymore, any longer, because Moshe Rabbeinu comes to understand, Moses comes to understand that these two heavy stones are nothing but stones. What was a moment ago meaningful words of God has suddenly become just a heavy stone, a burden which he is no longer able to carry. If you perceive Judaism as an opportunity, it is an honor to carry with you. And if you perceive Judaism as a burden, suddenly it becomes too heavy to carry. It's really interesting that right at the end of the Torah, the last verse in the Torah, the last pasuk in the Torah, if we turn to the very end of Devarim, the last pasuk of the Torah tells us about Moshe Rabbeinu being the greatest leader of all. Tells us of all the miracles that he performed in Egypt. Tells us about all the miracles that he performed while standing before Paro. And tells us about the strong hand and the awesome power that Moses performed before the eyes of all of Israel. And what is it that he performed before the eyes of all Israel? Says Rashi, what he performed was the breaking of the luchot. Really? After all that, is that the greatest attribute you can actually attach to Moshe Rabbeinu at this time? As the Torah ends, when we are just about to say chazak, chazak, v'nit chazek, and get stronger in our Torah learning, this is what we need to be reminded of. The smashing of the luchot, the failure of the Jewish people, the failure of Moshe Rabbeinu. Says Rabbi Sacks, it comes to teach us that we will all ultimately at some point in our lives fail. And when that failure happens, we don't give up. We don't give in. We learn from it. And we continue to take that failure, learn from it to create more opportunity. If we see the breaking of the luchot as a failure, that would be the end of the chapter. That would be the end of Ma'amad Har Sinai, the end of the receiving of the Torah. But it's not. It's a failure with an opportunity to learn for the future. And therefore, Moshe Rabbeinu goes on to write a second set of tablets. And this time, those second set of tablets become the meaningful tablets that the children of Israel carry with them as an opportunity. The Gemara teaches us that both the breakages of the tablets and the whole tablets were placed in the holiest place of all, in the Kodesh HaKodashim, in the Holy of Holies, to teach us that even the breakages, even the failures, even the difficulties, even the challenges, they are all part of the process. They're all part of the learning opportunity. So when something goes wrong, don't feel that it is the end of the road. Maybe it's only the beginning. So I hope you all enjoyed the Dvar Torah. Let's start our Kabbalat Shabbat by learning the Parashat Shavua, connecting to the message of the Parashat Shavua. And what would be better to connect than singing together Yedid Nefesh? Just before I do so, let's also wish Norma a Shabbat Shalom from Ilford, Essex, to Elaine Schneider, Shabbat Shalom from a wet and windy Whetstone. Well, if it's wet and windy in Whetstone, I would presume it's also coming to Hendon and Golders Green. So Elaine and Justin, thank you so much for letting me know that the weather is bad in Whetstone. Hopefully it will brighten up soon. So Elaine and Justin are wishing everyone Mazel Tov on your beautiful granddaughter. How lovely! And also the Bat Mitzvah that you are celebrating this weekend. A huge Mazel Tov to you. May you see tremendous nachas. May the Bat Mitzvah be a wonderful opportunity to celebrate as a family, to continue your legacy to future generations. Also, Shabbat Shalom from Estelle Gaia. Shabbat Shalom from Chigwell. Thank you for joining us, Esther. Lovely to hear from you. To Sue Luckman and family in Milton Keynes. Shabbat Shalom to Sue and Chris. Mazel Tov from Jersey, says Nadine, to Elaine, who is celebrating her granddaughter's Bat Mitzvah this Shabbat. What a wonderful occasion. Sylvia is saying thank you to everyone and Shabbat Shalom. Francis is saying Shabbat Shalom from South Woodford. Barry Silver is saying Shabbat Shalom from Tenerife. Good for you, Barry. How beautiful. Nadine is saying nothing new under the sun. What a beautiful message connecting to the Parsha. We make mistakes, we learn from them, and history repeats itself. Lovely line there, Nadine. I can see you're really listening. Shabbat Shalom to Josie Davis from Watford, to Arnold Davidson, Mazel Tov, saying Mazel Tov, good health and happiness on the Bat Mitzvah of the Schneiders. Such lovely, lovely messages. Barry is telling us it's sunny in Tenerife. Sharon Hood saying it's sunny in Manchester for a change. Well, it was in Manchester last week and it wasn't sunny at all, so I'm happy the sun is finally shining. Shabbat Shalom from the Dixon grandparents. Had the wonderful opportunity, Ruth, of teaching Zev this week. Although he's 21 and he could probably teach me more than I can teach him, I can tell you that I really enjoyed it. He is a wonderful young man. You should continue seeing nachas from him and all your beautiful grandchildren. And Mazel Tov, says Sandra Polin, to the Schneiders on their upcoming Bat Mitzvah this Shabbat. Off we go with Yedid Nefesh, the song of the soul, a song from the heart. Yedid Nefesh, Avarachamana Imeshoy Chavnecha El Retzoinecha Rarayda Yarut Avdecha Kemo Yayal Yishtachave Elamul Hadarecha Yerablo Yedidoisecha Minov Vetzuv V'chol ta'am, second chapter, Hadurna, Rarai Zivayla, Nafshi Choylat, Havatecha, Yarai Dayana, Refana. I love this line talking about the refuah shalema, the speedy recovery that the entire people of Israel will receive at this beautiful time of Shabbos coming in. No Yamzivach Hasit Chazek will be strengthened, Vetitrape will be cured. V'haitalach Simchat Olam will be joyous forever and ever. Vatikehemuna Ayoy Rachamecha. Please God, have mercy on your sons and daughters. Chusa Hana Al Benahu Vecha Yararai Kizekame Nichsafti Lirot Betiferet Uzecha Eile Chamda Libi. This is our request. Vechusana. Please, God, don't ignore us. Al titalam. Hikalena. Arayufos chabivi alai. Yetzukat. Sheloi mecha, yarai daitair eretz, michvoidecha. The glory of God will be shined upon the world. Nagila v'nismecha bach, naherehov. Kivamod, it's time for redemption. Vechoneinu kimei olam. Yada nine 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 nine, nine 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 nine, yada nine 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 nine, yada nine nine nine, yada nine 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 nine, yada nine 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 nine, yada nine 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 nine, yada nine nine nine, yada nine 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 nine, yada nine 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 nine. Yada nine 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 nine, yada nine nine nine. Nine 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 nine, nine 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 nine, nine 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 nine. Shabbat Shalom from Lincolnshire, from Elizabeth Lee. Shabbat Shalom Umevorach from Norfolk, from Michelle Laflett. Shabbat Shalom to Erica Yocheved, who is singing with us with beautiful music notes. Lechu neranena l'Adonai nariya eletzuri sheinu nekad mafanam betada בזמירות נביא אלוהו כי אל גדול אדוני ולגדול כל עולים אשר בידו מחכירי הארץ וטרפות הרים לו אשר לא היה והוא עשה ויבש ידיו וצרו בואו נשתחווה ונכרע נברך לפני אדוני עשינו כי הוא אלינו אנחנו עם אמריתו וצאן ידו היום בקולו תשמעו אל תקשו לבבכם כי אם ריבה כי יום עשה במדבר אשר ניסיוני אבותיכם בחנוני גם ראו פועלי 40 שנה אקט בדור ויאמר המטרי לבבהם והם לא ידעו דרכי אשר נשבעתי ביפי אם יבואו אל מנוחתי, יאי, שירו לאדוני, שיר חדש, שיר לאדוני כל הארץ, שיר לאדוני, ברך שמו, בסרו מיום ליום ישועתו, יספרו בגויים כבודו, כל העמים נפלאותיו. Let's hear you, כי גדול אדוני מהולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים, כל אלוהי עמים אלילים, ואדוני שמיים עשה והדר לפניו ודוס וכפרת במקדשו. אבל אדוני משפחות עמים, אבל אדוני כבוד ועוז יבוא לאדוני כבוד שמו. שאו מנחה ובואו לחצרותיו, ישתחוו לאדוני תורת קודש לו מפניו כל הארץ. אמרו בגויים אדוני מלך, הבטיקון תבל בעל תימות, ידין עמים במישרים, ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ, וירם הים ומלואו, יעלו שדי וכל אשר בו, אז ירננו כל עצי יער פני אדוני, כי היווה לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל בצדק, וימים באמונתו. Nine, ay, 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 la, 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 ay, 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 ay. Mazel Tov says Lorraine Flaum. Mazel Tov says Lorraine and Philip Flaum from Milton Keynes, and also wishing their best wishes to the Schneiders on their daughter's bat mitzvah. Really happy to be able to share smachot. We need more and more smachot this weekend and every Shabbat Be'ezrat Hashem. Adonai malach tagel haaretz zmchuim rabim anal ma'afel sevivav tzedek mishpat achol kiso esh lefanav telechot le'etzav yitzara ve'yurav tevel ra'ata v'tachel haaretz arim katamar gdama asul lifnei Adonai lifnei Adon kol haaretz יגידו השמיים צדקו כל העמים כבודו, יבוש וגלוב דפס למילים ישתחוו לו כל אלים ישמח ציון, ותגל בנות יהודה למען משפטך אדוני, כי אתה אדוני עליון על כל הארץ, מאוד נעליצה על כל אלוהים. אוהבי אדוני שנורא, שומר נפשות חסידיו, מיד רשעים יצילם. זהו על הצדיק, ולישראל לב שמחה. שמחו צדיקים באדוני, והודו לזכר קודשו. מזמור שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, כי נפלאות עשה, שיעלו ימינו, וזרעו עזוב שדי אדוני ישועתו, לעיני הגויים גילה צדקתו, איי איי איי, זכר חסדו ואמונתו, אלה בית ישראל, כל אפסי הארץ. את ישועת אלוהינו הריעו לאדוני כל הארץ, פיצחו ורננו וזמרו, זמרו לאדוני בכינו בכל זמרה, בחצוצרות וקול שופר, הריעו לפני המלך אדוני, ירם הים ומלאכות תבל וישבה, נהרות עמך וכף יחד הרים ירננו לפני אדוני קיווה לשפוט הארץ, ישפוטל ובצדק בימים במישרים. אדוני מלך ירגזו עמים, ישב קרבים תנות הארץ, אדוני בציון גדול ורמו על כל העמים, יודע שמך גדול ונורא קדוש ועוז מלך משמעת ואתה כוננת מישרים, הצלחת וצעקה ביעקב אתה עשית, רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו לאדום רגליו קדוש הוא. משה ואהרון בכהניו וישמעו אל בקוראי שמו, קוראים אל אדוני והוא יענם. בעמוד ענן ידבר עליהם, שמרו עדותיו וחוק נתן למו. אדוני אלוהינו אתה ניתם, אל נושא היית להם ונויקם על עלילות אמרוי נמו. אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו, כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו. מזמור לדוד, יבל אדוני בני אלים, יבל אדוני כבוד והוזאי, הבול אדוני כבוד שמו ישתחוו לאדוני בעדת קודש, כל אדוני על המים אל הכבוד הרים. אדוני על מים רבים, כל אדוני בכוח, כל אדוני בהדר, כל אדוני שובר ארזים ישבר, אדוני את ארזי הלבנון, וירקידם כמו עגל לבנון וסריון כמו בן בהמים. כל אדוני חוצב להבות אש, כל אדוני יכיל מדבר, יכיל אדוני מדבר קדש, כל אדוני חלל איילות ויחשוף יערות, ובהיכלו כולו אומר כבוד. אדוני למבול ישב, וישב אדוני מלך לעולם. אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום. נאי 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 Now let's turn to Lechadodi. Sing a special Lechadodi together. Let's complete each other like that Machatzit HaShekel. Let's give. Let's also learn to receive. And let's do it with tremendous joy. The joy of Shabbat Kodesh. Lechadodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat, hayne kabbalah. Lechadodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat, nekabbalah yishamar v'zachar diburecha dishmiyanu, elamei echad adonai echad u'shmo echad shemul tiferet v'litilad lechadodi. Ay likrat kala Penei Shabbat. Kabbalat 2, 3, 4 לקראת שבת לכוונך כי הימקו הברכה מראש מקדם נעשוך סוף מעשה ועכשיו התחילה נרדי לך דוידי איי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה איי מקדש מלך אל מלוכה כמצהי מתוך אפיך רב לך שבט וימקבך והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה איי לך דוידי איי מקראת קלה פני שבת. The next paragraph we need so badly. Arise from the dust, we say. This is what Am Yisrael needs now. To arise, to be fulfilled, to have purpose, to have peace. And Be'ezrat Hashem for all the people of Israel. Very soon we will see tremendous nisim v'niflaot, miraculous happenings that will enable us to live in peace in Israel. תפארתך על יד בן ישי, בית הלך וקרבה אל נפשי, גאלה אליך דודי, איי לקראת קלה, פני שבת. נקבלה איי התעררי כי באורך קומי אורי שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה איי לך דודי איי לקראת קלה פני שבת. Hoy nekabe nay la tevoishi nay vehelati kalmi matish tachi mateni nay bah yechesu nay yani yami nay even if neta Irati la nai lechadidi likrat kala ya nai v'nishavat lekavela hey ya yulim shitza yam bam 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 shosayich ananai yivrachaku na kol mevalayich hey ya sisalayich na elohayich nai Kim sois khatan kala ay nai lechadai dilikrat kala nai penei shabbat nekabela ya midnesmal Tifati, Heyet Adonai Tariti, Yadish, Ben Parti, Ivan Nisbecha, Ben Agila, Lechadodi Likrat Penei Shabbat Nekabela. I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom. Boi kala. Shabbat shalom to everyone. Shabbat shalom to all. We pray and hope for peace in Israel. Penei Shabbat nekabela lechadodi likrat kala. Penei Shabbat nekabela. I wish you all from the very bottom of my heart a Shabbat Shalom. Thank you so much for joining us. Candle lighting coming up soon, 5:26. Shabbat Shalom u'Mevorach. Thank you so much for singing with me and bringing the joy and simcha and neshama of Shabbos to our wonderful program. Goodbye.